Okay, so the goal of this project is to go through SAT tests, which I'll send you a link to, and the questions follow each of the reading passages. And the goal is, when all is said and done, is the finished product is going to look something like this. And what this is doing is basically showing which question numbers have to do with which part of the passage. So you can see that this is question 11, this is question 15, this is question 13 and 14. So you can see that I use some different colors. I don't care which colors you use, but I would want them to be light colors so that it's possible to do highlighting in addition to the colors and for students to be able to see that. I wouldn't want you to use a dark color like this to highlight, because that would be too dark. So when you're using colors, and I'll explain when you would use colors, please use light ones. I used a red pen for the other marks. I would like you to use a red pen too, just for consistency. And so let me show you how this is going to work. All right, so what I would do first, and I think the easiest way to mark up these passages, is to have the questions. So here are the questions on one screen, and then have the passage that you're going to mark up on another screen. So that way you don't have to go back and forth and back and forth. Okay, so so this one says backbone, the word backbone, in lines 3 and 39. So I am going to mark up backbone in line 3 and also backbone in line 39. And that is question 22. So I'm going to write 2 next to that. And I'll just make a little star to remind myself that there is another 22 down here. Okay, next question is, oh, actually, these are evidence questions. So anytime you see something like this, that's going to be lines of evidence that are related to a question. So when you have these are the ones that you're going to use colors for. So I'm going to mark up lines 5 and 6, 9 and 10, 23 and 25, 27 and 29. Okay, so I'm actually using a tool, online tool called GoodNotes. There's another one called Notability that basically works the same way. This one has a feature where I can choose to draw perfectly straight lines, and that works well for what I'm doing here. So I'm going to mark lines 5 and 6. So 5 and 6, and they show you which word the sentence begins with and which word it ends with. 9 and 10. So 9 and 10. 23 and 25. 23 to 25. And when it has more than one line, I do something like that, just so it's to try to cut down on coloring all over the place. And then 27 to 29. Okay, 27 to 29. All right. Now, those 4 green highlights refer to question 23. So I'm going to write a 23 next to that. Okay. The Next question asks about the entire second paragraph, lines 12 to 19, and that's question 24. So 12 to 19, and that's 24. Now, this is somewhat uncommon, but if you encounter a question that does not refer to any specific lines or parts, like this question, just circle the question number, and that shows me and shows the reader that this is a question that isn't relative to a particular part of the passage. Okay, and then we have lines 29 and 30, so we're going to mark those, and that's question 26. So was it just 29 and 30? Yeah, it was. Okay, so 29 and 30, and that's 26. And then we have 47 and 49. So I'm going to mark those, and that's 27, 47, and 49. And that's question 27. And then I have, sometimes if you have pictures or charts like this, so here we have a table. Sometimes there are questions, and usually it's going to be the last couple questions in the passage. So usually the questions will, the last couple questions will deal with the chart. So this is 29, 30, and 31. They all deal with the chart. So I'm just going to write 29 to 31 next to the chart to show that questions 29 to 31 go with the chart. And then it looks like I saw these lines, so I'm going to mark those up as well, and I am going to do a different color. Definitely when you're marking up multiple evidence choices, use different colors so that they don't get all confused. So 6 and 8, 25 and 26. So 6 and 8, 25 and 26, and 36 and 38, and 41 through 45. Okay, so this is 41 through 45, and then I think it was 26 and 28. No, 36 and 38. Okay, so 36 and 38. Okay, and that was question 31. So I'm going to write 31 next to the first evidence choice. Okay, so I think that should cover it. I'm going to skip ahead and see if there are other examples. But let me actually show you a passage that I already marked up myself. Okay, so here, so this is one that I marked up myself. So this shows you that question 11 deals with these lines. Question 13 and 14 are the evidence choices that are related to the green parts. Question 12 has to do with those lines. 15 has to do with this whole paragraph. When they ask vocabulary, you can just underline the vocabulary word like I did with convey, and that's question 18. Oh, this is actually a good point. If there are two evidence choices that are like back to back, I just draw these two little red lines in between them to show that the first evidence choice ends here, and then the second one is here. So I think that should be enough. And I'll send the link to the passages themselves and the questions, or actually I might as well just show you. Okay, so if you go to this, so I'll send you this link. So this is collegereadiness.collegeboard.org, and then SAT practice full-length tests. So there are 8 practice tests, and if you click on See All, it will show you all the tests or all the parts. So the only ones you need are this one, which is the test itself, which is the document that you're going to mark up, and then you would save it as a PDF file, obviously saving it with all the markups. Oh shoot, I'm not doing this on the right screen, so let me switch that. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is the thing that I was telling you about, and here is the, so you can click on for practice test 1, and then all you need to do is click on this one, which is SAT practice test 1, and it will download a PDF. And then actually that's all you need. But what I would do is I would just open that document up twice, so that you have on one screen you have the questions, and then on the other screen you have the passage that you're marking up, and then that way you can save yourself a little bit of time instead of going back and forth and back and forth. All right, so I think that is should do it. So let me know if you have any questions. And for other things that come up, I would just say use your best judgment. Basically, my goal is to mark up all of the reading passages as much as I can, and to save time. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.